Hello, and welcome to the Egenera PAN Manager Creating and Managing LPANs training session. My name is Mark Marchese, and I'm going to walk you through how to create, manage, and administrate an LPAN. This will cover server provisioning and administration, also checking on other items like events and monitoring as well. I'm now going to log into PAN Manager and begin provisioning servers. First off, I'm going to log in as root. As you can see, there's a number of LPANs already created. There's one for an Apache infrastructure, Oracle, VDI, VMware. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new one for this example. I'm going to click on LPANs and hit create. In this case, I'm going to build out a Microsoft Exchange infrastructure. I'm going to give it a logical name like MS Mail. The next step is to make sure that there's resources available for this MS Mail LPAN. Before I create this P server, I want to check the LPAN's resources to see if there's a P node available. I'm going to click on P nodes, add, and it appears that there is one P node available. It's on chassis 2 and it's blade number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this checkbox and hit add. I've now allocated a P node for this LPAN MS Mail. Now I can begin provisioning servers. I'm going to click on P server and click create. Again, giving the P server a logical name. Since this is the MS Mail LPAN, I'm going to name this P server Exchange. This is more or less acts like a template for provisioning servers. The first thing I want to do is assign a primary P node. Since I allocated that P node to this LPAN, I'm going to go ahead and click assign and I should see it there. And there it is. The second blade on the second chassis. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the radio button and hit assign. I've now assigned a primary P node to this P server. I also have the option to add a failover P node. This will be covered in a later section, so I'll leave that alone for now. I can select a piece of media or ISO image to load from. So in this case, I'd click load, and then I would see if I have Microsoft server of some sort, either 2003 or 2008, and then boot from there. You also want to make sure you add networking and also a slice of storage. In this case, there's no storage assigned to it by default. I'm going to click on add, and it looks like I have two choices here to add storage. And I click on the first one and hit submit. From here, you're able to use a number of the option buttons below. So I could boot up the P server if I wanted. It would boot from the CD image, and then you could load your Windows and then go ahead and install Exchange. So within a matter of just a few mouse clicks, I've now provisioned a server. Now on to events. As you can see here, there's a lot of different events brought up, each with its own unique ID, severity level, the user account associated with that event, timestamp, and a message that gives you a description of the particular event. As you can see here in the main window, all present events are severity 5. You could filter this view to show different severities, or perhaps only events that are severity 1. In order to do this, all you have to do is click on Set Filter, and for this example, select More Severe Than or Equal To, and then you simply select the severity level. Next is monitoring. I'm going to go ahead and switch LPANs this time and go to the Apache LPAN. From here I'm going to select the Monitor tab. You can see here there's a number of events you can monitor. There's a number of events you can monitor here. So for this example, I'm going to check into CPU utilization. Again, this is all very configurable, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the event trigger for CPU utilization. From here you can change the threshold in which an alert can be sent. Now to cover LPAN administration. Again, I'm currently logged in as root, and we've just created an LPAN and a P server for the MS Mail LPAN and an Exchange P server. So now I'm going to assign one lucky user on this system to have administrative privileges to run, or to basically take ownership or administrative privileges of the MS Mail LPAN. I'm going to go ahead and click on Security. And since we've used this user before in previous training sessions, I'm going to go ahead and select the VDI admin. And I'm going to modify his security role. As you can see, he is currently only the VDI or admin to the VDI LPAN. So I'm going to add some extra workload for this particular administrator and give him administrative privileges to the MS Mail LPAN. Now that the user VDI admin has administrative privileges to both the MS Mail and also the VDI LPANs, I'm going to go ahead and log out as root and log in as VDI admin. And as you can see here, I now have 2 LPANs available to manage, VDI and MS Mail. The last bit of this training session, I'm going to go ahead and delete the MS Mail LPAN that we created earlier. In order to do that, you simply click on LPANs, click Delete, select the MS Mail LPAN created earlier. This concludes the creating, managing, and administration of an LPAN. Thank you.